Hello everyone, I am Eric Ntie, and today we are going to look at how to connect Excel to your Power Apps. Excel is a very good tool that we all acknowledge, and however, there are instances that you will want to connect the Excel to Power Apps as the main data source for the Excel. It has some limitations, but of course, it also has its some advantages. So at the end of the day, we will look at all those scenarios. Now, to our content for today, we will be looking at how to shape the Excel to make it ready, prepared for connection to Power Apps. We will look at how to upload an offline Excel. We are also going to look at how to connect an online Excel which is saved in OneDrive, and then we are going to talk about some of the limitations that Excel has, as well as connecting to Power Apps as a data source is concerned. Thank you. So we will go straight to our second item, which is the uploading offline Excel. Okay, to upload an offline Excel, first of all, an offline Excel that is uploaded to Power Apps is that when you have a number of records or data in your Excel book or Excel sheet and you want to show those various records inside Power Apps, you may want to use an offline or you may have to upload the Excel into Power Apps. In that case, whatever record that is in Excel is shown in Power Apps. You cannot update the Excel, and that is the difference between connecting online or Excel online and then compare it with the uploaded Excel or offline Excel. With the uploaded Excel or offline, you won't be able to update the Excel. In other words, you won't be able to add more rows or make changes to the Excel workbook. So you only see the records that you uploaded. So that is what we are going to do now. To be able to upload the Excel into Power Apps and show the various records there, you have to format the Excel into a table. To format it, you go to Home and then you go to Format as Table, and then you pick any of the format styles. Then because my heading is already there, I will take my table as headers. You see that it changes it to a table. So when you go to Table Design tab, this table is named as Table 3. Now I would like to change this to say class table. I press enter. So when you go back to design, table design, you see that the name of the Excel is shown, class table. You can save it. Then you go back to Power Apps, or you go to Power Apps. Okay, so this is Power Apps, and I have inserted a fresh screen, which is a phone layout. So to connect the Excel or upload the Excel to Power Apps and show the record inside Power Apps, you go to Datasource. You can also pick the data source from the View tab. In this case, I took it from this other tab. And then you type in Import Excel. Import Excel. Or Excel import. Sorry, Excel. Okay, import from Excel. You click on it, and then it gives you an opportunity to search for wherever the record is located. Okay, so in this case, mine is located in this file. You pick the file, then all the tables that are available in this Excel workbook will be shown. Apparently, I have some other table that is shown here, but in this case, this is the table that we are working with. So we have table 1, then class table. The class table is what we are looking for. So you click on it, then you click on connect. So immediately this Excel workbook is uploaded into Power Apps. So to be able to show these records in this Excel, you can insert either a data table or a gallery. In this case, let me go for a gallery, and then you place the name of the table, class table. You see that everything is shown, so you have all your columns. You have ID, name, class 2, class 1. So you can change this one to ID. You see that the ID is shown, and class 1. So it is a very straightforward thing. So let me pull it a little bit down. So all the records inside the Excel will be shown. So at the end of the day, this is the way of showing uploaded records from Excel. So this will be shown to your various, and then you can also reuse it inside your app. Now, the limitation for this particular one is to you're able to upload about 15,000 lines at a row. What we are just uploaded is just 16 rows or 18 rows. You can upload about 15,000 rows at a time. So if you have more than 15,000, you may have to divide the tables into 15,000, and then the other another 15,000, another 15,000. Then you upload all of them into Excel. Then you use a collection to join them to get your complete tables. Okay, so at the end of the presentation, I will also look at some of the other limitations. So we have now looked at how to join or upload an offline Excel into Power Apps. Now, how do you go about doing the same for online or connected Excel that you'll be able to save record directly into your Excel from Power Apps? In that case, let me insert another blank sheet. Okay, so I have inserted another blank sheet. To connect to that, you click on data. Then in this case, to start with, you have to push the record into your OneDrive. So in this case, you come to upload files. You go for this table. You see that I'm uploading, so it's uploaded here. You right click on it and you'll be able to see your table. So it's connecting. Okay, so once the table or the Excel sheet is uploaded into OneDrive, you now be able to connect with the Excel. So now you go to your data sources, then you search for OneDrive. Now there are two. We have OneDrive for business and then OneDrive personal. Now OneDrive personal is where you'll be able to connect. You're able to connect with your Yahoo, your Gmail, and so on. So when you go to OneDrive, it is a free version. Now, and then we have OneDrive for business. As the name suggests, you'll be able to share with your other colleagues. Now, the difference is that with the OneDrive for business, you're able to share and connect with your various colleagues. For OneDrive for business, you will not be, for OneDrive personal, you will not be able to share. So at a start, because the OneDrive personal is free and this is not, it's a premium, you may have to pay something for it. Okay, so to connect, you search for OneDrive. So you click on data, you search for OneDrive. Okay, in this case, mine is saved in OneDrive for business. So click on OneDrive for business. Then you will be able to search for the particular file inside your OneDrive and then connect. So this is the Excel that we are looking for. When you right click on it, or when you click on it, just as we did for the uploaded Excel, you have the same connection. So you click on it, and because you already have class table uploaded, the name is repeated. We have class table 1, so it has renamed the one that is saved inside OneDrive. So you will be able to connect, for example, a form with that Datasource. The difference, another difference between the uploaded and then the Excel online or Excel in OneDrive is that you cannot connect the uploaded version to a form, because you will not be able to update, as I said earlier on, an uploaded version of Excel. So but this one is saved in OneDrive, and therefore we'll be able to connect to a form and then update our record. So you can easily connect to the various columns you add, then the columns will be shown in the form. So with this, you will be able to update the records that is shown, that is already inside the. So we have this book with the connected Excel. It means that we'll be able to add new record into this particular Excel. Now, one thing that I must say, for instance, okay, let's add one. 1, 2, ID, let's say 900. Then I will type the name. Eric Joe. Photo, yeah, I should have inserted a button that I will be able to use to save. Okay, so we can use submit form. Submit form. Then the name of the form. Name of this form is form 1. Okay, so with this we'll be able to save. Now, to be able to save, you need to close the Excel first before you'll be able to save. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so when we go to our Excel and check the records, two things are clear here. You see that what I just done has been saved, Eric Joe 21, and then we have a new column that has been created, Power Apps ID. So whenever you connect Excel to Power Apps, it creates an additional column or a unique column that it gives a unique identifier for each of the rows. So this is what has been created for us. Okay, so this is how you connect Excel online, and with this you'll be able to edit and add new record, unlike the uploaded Excel that you won't be able to update the existing records, and then you also not be able to add new records to it. Okay, so to move forward, we are going to look at some of the limitations of using Excel as a data source. Now, Excel, as far as I'm concerned, Excel is not a very good data source. Of course, the documentations also make it clear due to a number of factors. First of all, when we look at the file size for Excel that you'll be able to upload is about 2 megabytes. As at the time I'm recording this, I don't know whether it has been it will be improved in the future. So if you are uploading a file, for example 15,000 records, 20,000 records, If the file size is more than 2 megabytes, you will not be able to upload offline. Now, also in connecting your Excel to Power Apps, the Excel shouldn't have calculations in it. You know, as we use Excel a lot, we do a lot of calculations. So, for instance, if you have another column, let's say total. Let's say you have another column that have total that you have done some calculation. This multiplied by class 1 multiplied by class 2, as we usually do. Then you have this additional column as a calculated column. You will not be able to show it in Power Apps. So that is the second limitation. No, there shouldn't be any calculation in it. Then Excel in OneDrive, you will not be able to share with your other colleagues. So normally, as beginners, if you are beginning, you can use Excel for OneDrive just to test, but you may have to move to Excel in business OneDrive for business instead of OneDrive Excel personal. Now the next thing is that in adding or uploading whilst a file is open, so to be able to update your record in Excel, the Excel workbook must be closed. For instance, when we decide to add new data, now this Excel is opened, I want to add new data. So let me change it to new. I do class 5 6 200, then say John, then I save. Okay, so let's see what happened because the Excel. Okay, so immediately we have an error message, and this error message is because the Excel is opened while we are saving. So that is one of the limitations. To be able to save the Excel workbook or the Excel table should be closed. You should be able to close it before you do any changes or upload. So that is one of the other limitations. Then the maximum record, as I have said earlier, is about 15,000. If you want to upload multiple 15,000 records that are more than 15,000, for example 50,000, you may have to divide it into 15,000 multiples of 15,000, upload all of them, and then use a collection to join. Again, Excel, sometimes in dealing with Excel, if you have more than 2,000 records, you may face delegation issues, and as Excel grows, it becomes very sluggish in connecting with Power Apps. So these are some of the limitations. In all, I hope this has been very useful to you, and if you have any questions, you can put them in the description below. Thank you very much.